Hello, this is Braden Smith. This is for my neighborhood project for human diversity. In this project, we were to create a podcast exploring a neighborhood domain familiar to us. For this neighborhood domain, I've chosen to do the town and neighborhood that I grew up in Smithville, Ohio, which is in Wayne County. And Smithville is a small, tight-knit agricultural community with around 1,300 people in it. So there's not a lot of people. And how this affects a lot of social aspects is news travels very quickly. Maybe there's something that happens at school with a teacher or someone gets hurt in a football game. News spreads very quickly via word of mouth, maybe Twitter, social media. But a lot of people know almost everyone. I knew every single person in my graduation class in high school, and it's a very unique thing to Smithville. When analyzing this neighborhood that I grew up in, kind of looked at it from a different physical domains and appearances and stuff. So I looked at the economic health. The median household for income in Smithville is $51,000, which is right aligns with the median households for Ohio as well. Very similar. Looked at educational opportunities. In Smithville, there's Green Local Schools, which is public schooling opportunity. There are no private schools in Smithville, but in some nearby towns there are for those that would wish to pursue private education. Green Local Schools also kind of ties in with transportation. There are busing routes for those who maybe don't have a direct ride to school and such. There's also Wayne County Schools Career Center for those individuals that maybe don't want to pursue college after high school. They can go get a trade and stuff like that. Also looking at different employment opportunities. In Smithville, there are a lot of small businesses. Some like family-owned, maybe like a furniture store. There's a local dairyette that someone in the community owns. There's a pizza place that started up in the community. A lot of small businesses. For other people that are looking at bigger businesses, there are some small cities of Orrville and Worcester really close that a lot of people find employment. Environmental hazards, not really a ton. There's one stoplight, no traffic concerns. Maybe the only environmental thing would be pollution via acid rain from crops on farm fields. Also actually tying into employment opportunities, a lot of people work on farms, a lot of farmers in the community. When it comes to health systems and public safety, so there's a very low crime rate. There's also Smithville Police Department, honestly hardly used. Also, there's the Smithville PD Police Department, which really helps a lot with the low crime rate. Housing, a lot of 1900 style housing. There are some more modern stuff kind of on the outskirts of town. Natural areas, there's a small park in Smithville. And then also social cohesion. A big part of the social atmosphere is, like I said, word of mouth. Things travel really quickly. But a lot of events where the community gathers together involve high school football games, high school basketball games, maybe fundraisers in the community. There's a parks and recreation program in the summer for kids whose parents are working in the summer. Have social activities, maybe games and stuff like that at the park. Go on field trips, etc. There's only 8% of people in Smithville in poverty, which is pretty low. So mobility is pretty high in Smithville via transportation. A lot of people commute via car. Some walk. There is no transit system because it's such a small town with only 1,300 people. And like I said, Smithville's a great place. And kind of looking at it this past week, thinking back to how people maybe communicate with each other and stuff like that. Like I said, very small community, very little ethnical and social diversity. And that is kind of what I picked up from looking at that social domain this week in Smithville, Ohio. All right, thank you.